On Funniest Pets and People, a doggy diva clamors for the spotlight. A girl loses a staring contest. A crashed-out kitty counts sheep in his sleep. A mobile gone mobile. And some girls join the Ice Kapow. It's the show that will have you sit, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. Hey, get ready to laugh. It's playtime. Why was little Machiavelli knocking around his own water bowl? Well, because the only likely suspect to get blamed would be the dog. Talk about evil genius, huh? Score 1 for the cats. Those geese are slurping up that sprinkler water, aren't they? But hey, you'd build up a pretty big thirst too if you had kids feeding you breadcrumbs all day. And now it's time for the further adventures of Carlos, the trash-talking cricket.
Hello again, my mud-covered mutt. You dare to chase the great Carlos? If I had a tear duct, I would be crying from laughing so hard. Nice try. I'm over here now. Missed me again. There, you see? Carlos nips at you. No, but not with the teeth. With fighting sarcasm.
Our cat behavior expert has interpreted this gesture, which means... Why are you taping me instead of opening the door? Science has proven that light travels at 186,000 miles per second. So good luck there, Skippy. See you in the 4th dimension. What's that, girl? Timmy's stuck in the vacuum? Oh, well, that sucks. Bubba had heard some teenagers talking about great rock and roll licks. He didn't see the big thrill.
Look at that cover.
No.
If you're wondering why a fox would bother to carry around a heavy rock as big as his head, then you clearly haven't heard the phrase, crazy like a fox.
She's got a good mouth on her. Where you going with that, huh?
Oh, careful, Debbie, that last step's a bruisey. Hey, it's Funniest Pets and People Unleashed. Why is this kitten conducting the New York Philharmonic in his sleep? he may not be able to read music, but come on, a cat can dream, can't he? The goat was making steady progress on his fear of heights. Next up, the giraffe. This is a wonderful educational toy that can teach your baby about the alphabet, numbers, and gravity. These two siblings share everything: toys, clothes, colds, amoebic dysentery. Yeah, that's a cat, which just proves some dogs will do just about anything to avoid taking a bath. Little Winchell loved being specially pampered. Don't tell him the tail cleaning attachment is just a hose. And now, today's episode of Vocabulary Builders. Today's definition, totally busted. Anyone who boldly breaks the kitchen rules without checking for a camera first is totally busted. Now, granted, Jenny here was a teenage dog, but still nothing could get her to stop chewing on her hair. They call this figure skating. We're guessing the figure's gonna be about $200 in Band-Aids. How amazing! Now, if they could just teach him to wipe his paws. Coming up, a cross-country crack-up. And Fido's on the fence. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. Grab a hat and get out here. It's time for outdoor fun. Now, you may be wondering why Clyde is so upset at this regular, everyday tractor. Well, let's turn on the dog interpreter. Hey, don't touch that. My bone's in there. Stop! Stop! For the love of all that's holy, give me my bone back! This accident looks kind of rough because of how Bill lands in the snow right on his face. But on the upside, free snow cone! Playing with a bear looks fun, but don't try this at home. Or in the woods. Or at the zoo. Or anywhere, man. It's a bear! Luther wasn't being fooled for a minute. A kiddie pool with no kids is not a pool. It's a bath. You can't blame the Huskies. Bill said, let's sled a couple miles, and the dogs were very specific. This bear treats scratching his ribs like playing golf. He uses a good solid wood to hit the back nine. This fella's about to execute one of the most difficult moves in skiing. Sitting out the ski trip with a busted ankle while everyone else is having fun. Larry could not get over it. Man, this was the biggest bug he'd ever seen. You've heard of that show, Dancing with the Stars, right? Well, this is called Dancing, Then Seeing Stars. Life is full of highs and lows, and they're all funny. Well, now Felix can cross bungee jumping off his list of things to try. Maybe this is what they mean when they say you have to be careful operating a mobile home. Wally was pretty smart to figure out how to escape the yard, but not smart enough to realize he's doing it on videotape. Coming up, a car barks at a dog for a change. And a ribbit head gets a rub down. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. Next, we'll see how you can get tickled by tough guys. Tall, lush grasses, the brochure said. Relax with a little sun and fun. But nowhere did it mention the resort had an outdoor cat. And the minute that mouse was home, he would be writing one angry letter. The big dog is teaching the puppy an important lesson. Just amuse the humans and they'll never realize you're on the couch. Every angle told him the same story. And Billy vowed to himself then and there, no more saving money with $10 haircuts. As Hollywood's favorite cat, Meredith loved the fame, but hated the paparazzi. Cujo finally realized that for getting his teeth clean, floss just might be the easier way to go. Busby won the contest for most car alarms set off. He also won the contest for neighborhood's most irritating dog. Time for a relaxing laugh. It's spa days. Yes, it would take a lot of time perfecting his maritime skills, but Freddie the Ferret was determined that he, and he alone, would become the world's first ferret to sail the English Channel. No, you're not seeing a miracle of dog-cat relations. You're seeing a cat who wants to save for a ski trip, and a dog with $75 and a sore back. The girl wanted a prince, but she figured before she could kiss the frog, well, she kind of had to get to know him a little.
I am zooming down on it.
look at how she's taking care of that frog, will you? Boy, this really is a lot of effort to go through just to save money on flypaper. See, because frogs have sticky tongues and they eat the flies. So that's what they're thinking, that the frog will eat all the flies in the house instead of putting the paper. Coming up, a toddler in training takes the title. When we return, the funniest pets and people. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. Wow. It's remarkable to think that someday this little guy could grow up to be the governor of California.
See you next time.